Go ahead, Chuck.
I'm not going to be voting tonight. I have a conflict. However, I am allowed to be speaking as part of the discussion, and I'm going to take that time now because there is still miscommunication. Why are we going from point A to point B? What I've been working on this project for about 5 years now is this road network. The private road network takes the traffic off College Point Boulevard and puts it through the streetscape in the development. Takes it off the critical intersection of Roosevelt and College Point Boulevard. If not, you're going to get a Skyview, and a Skyview, and a Skyview built all the way up the line. What does that mean? It means podiums. All the way around like Skyview is right now. It's going to be a concrete podium, an indoor mall, and nobody knows what's going on. There's no street traffic, no streetscape. Let me explain what 40 feet of this walkway is about. That wall, to that gentleman holding that sign, that's 40 feet. It's the same distance on the Long Island Expressway, 4 lanes, including the HOV lane. If not, cut it in half and go somewhere around over here to the wall. Huge difference along the waterfront. That's going to give an opportunity to get people down to the waterfront and get circulation. There's going to be an additional waterfront access and additional roadways down to the waterfront. You saw it by the plans. Huge. Doesn't exist the other way because you're going to be in canyons, if there are any at all, by the roads and by the Skyview, the Skyview, the Skyview. Now, if you like Skyviews and Skyviews and Skyviews, then I agree with you, you don't like this plan. However, what the benefit, it's an interesting question of why, what's in it for the developer? Great question. They get a better development. They get a better development because now people will circulate. And if it's a better development and it's better saleability, and then people want to live there, and people want to go to the hotel there, and people want to go to the offices over there, well then people are going to circulate there, which means they've got a more valuable project. If not, here's the misnomer. It's not a threat about as of right or not as of right. Let's be clear. Let's put it in very simple terms. The same number of units can be built today or if this gets approved. So if you're trying to say it's going to get less or more congested, you're missing the point. The exact same number of units, the exact same number of hotels, community facilities, etc. to be built in a worse layout. That's what's in it for the developer. That's what's in it for the community. We were fortunate. $70 million is coming into this district now to improve downtown Flushing subway. That's a lot of money. Now, whether this gets built Skyview, 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 or with this plan, the same number of people are going to go there. We're not changing that. And the misnomer that came across about the affordability is unfortunately the way the law is written, and unfortunately the way it's phrased, is that when you go up, you give back affordability. If you don't go up, it leaves the same. It's interesting. Joe brought up the fact about one Flushing. We fought for 50% of our units to be for downtown Flushing. You know what? 3 people showed up to fight with this board because guess what? The neighboring councilwoman took away our percentages. Where was everybody then when it was a real fight that you could have gotten another 50% down here and they weren't here for us? This board fought. They liked the project, but we voted it down because we didn't get our allotment. That's what this board does. We stood up for our neighborhoods. And no one was here that night. But tonight they're screaming, no affordability, don't approve the project. Well, it's wrong. And I don't like the way the board's being portrayed. This board is very, very, very thorough in what we do. And we know exactly what needs to be done, and we know the processes, and we try to work it out. This committee worked 9 hours? That's nothing compared to the amount of work was done by Joe and others, besides what the committee did. This is a big project. And guess what? Those that were here back then, you wanted it. The downtown framework starting in 2002. That's what we talked about. Willets Point, Community Lot 1, which is Flushing Commons, and the waterfront. This is the opportunity to execute what we asked for. The big key, and why I got involved with this project, is because the infrastructure goes off College Point Boulevard, goes through the site onto Roosevelt instead of jamming up Roosevelt Avenue. And like I said, don't go with the threat. It's not a threat. In plain language, the same thing can be built today, but in a different configuration. And the configuration is not as advantageous to everybody. It's not as well to them for marketability, and it's nothing that's going to be good for this community. So ladies and gentlemen of my board, I am not voting tonight. However, I say again, I think this was a great step and a great work that went in from the city planning department, the councilman's office, the community board, the borough president, everybody else that was involved to come up with a plan that does have sense. And this will continue in the next step to the borough president, down to the planning commission, and ultimately to the council. And along the way, I'm sure more things will come out that will be beneficial to the community at large. But I think it's important for the community board to make a vote to say that this is something that we do believe is good for the community, and vote yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Light.